Hello, and welcome back to Roll Initiative. My name is Dave, still Dave, and I'm the GM for a group of guys, friends that get together and play D&D, have a good time doing it. Before we get started tonight, let's do a quick recap of what happened last time we were together. You guys did make it out of Chult. Doing that, you saw the carnage that was left behind. Making your way to Waterdeep, a very similar experience. After checking in at the R&R and reuniting with Halcyon, you ventured to W.A.S. and met with Gilbert, discussing the facts as to how and why the Deathmonger happened. Gilbert also told you of his history and what the W.A.S. truly is. A sort of front for an ancient faction called the Knights of Del Sera, an organization that protects artifacts and attempts to keep some balance throughout the material plane. Seeing not only your courage, but your virtue, he asked you to consider aiding the Knights of Del Sera by completing a mission in Midgard. Your mission? To assassinate Prince Naboo, the leader of the Duchies of Oregon. You were to sail into Smolderheim and meet with Friar Stone. He would give you more information from there. After giving you a tour of the weapon room, below the W.A.S., he all gave you a new set of armor that had this ability to expand. He also aided you with weapon enchantments. You left the W.A.S. with a week to make a decision, with the Chultians still weighing heavy on your minds. So you guys are exiting out of W.A.S. What would you all like to do?
Can I buy a sword?
So you want to hit the armory?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy another weapon.
Okay, by the time we're doing it this time, the army's kind of closed up for the night, but that's something to do first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Is it gonna be just your generic sword you're gonna be getting there in the armory?
See what they have. You know.
You can always see what they have.
Well, I say we get back to the R&R. I've got a set to do, and we have a lot to discuss.
So you all guys, you head back. The R&R, town's still feeling kind of vacant. You make it through TRR, no problem. As you walk in, maybe quarter full. Pretty slow. As you walk in, begin your set. Within the next hour or so, you see people kind of leave, come back with more. Almost feeling the fact that you guys are back. Leah, you're back entertaining again. So it gets to about half full throughout your set. What are you guys doing while she's entertaining?
I'm gonna go dig up a nice short sword for her that she can basically take if she wants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've got quite a few things from our last adventure that I have in a chest in my room.
Okay.
Some scimitars, some crossbows, 3 short swords.
Okay. So you're gonna kind of do an inventory.
Do you want a fancy bendy sword or do you want short sword?
I'll have a fancy bendy one, please.
So I'll go get a scimitar.
Okay, the scimitar stats will be in the player's handbook. You can just write into this weapon you have. I don't necessarily believe you'll be proficient with it, but you still can use it. So you take that. What are you guys doing?
I'm just gonna flop down at the bar and start drinking.
Okay. As the night goes on, I need you to roll me 2 20s.
I'll go back behind with
Halcyon.
help run bar.
For you, it feels kind of good to be back there. Are you still no patch?
Yeah, like that's never coming back. That's his name. He can keep it.
Okay.
A 12 and a 17.
Okay. Throughout the set of the night, you manage to a little better. You manage to rack up 10 silver, 5 copper. So you work through the night on the bar. We usually do that more of a weekly thing, but to fill tips seem like they're coming in pretty good.
Yeah.
You did get a lot of questions.
Tim got like a new drink that he's come up with. Anything special?
I'm working on something. It isn't quite finished yet.
Well,
Would you be the first? I mean, you are a proprietor. I mean, would you mind if you try it out for me?
yeah. Do me a favor. Don't tell me what's in it.
And he kind of, you're not looking as he pours it. Although you're holding a smaller shot glass, and as he pours it, it feels a little, as it kind of pours in there, he goes, I call it a rock slide.
So like right now, I'm like holding it like on my bad side, so I can't even see it.
Right.
Should I even look?
I'm gonna shake no.
No, I'm just gonna.
I try it. As it goes down really thick and kind of,
How
cold.
does it taste?
At first, very sour. As kind of, and then as you swallow it, it gets very kind of sweet. But I do need a Constitution saving throw for it.
I'm trying to think if my my patrons will like it or not. Constitution saving throw?
Yep.
You get to through at the natural 20.
Take a look at Chance.
You
It's gonna be delicious.
but you even know, like, even with your experience with drinking and all that, this is some strong shit. As it hit you, and you felt this need to immediately want another one. This craving instantly, as you kind
Now,
of look at him, you kind of hold out and
that's
he pours another one for you.
That was good. Next time someone asks for one right after the next one, give them an ale with it. Or don't offer an ale with it. Upsell.
Okay. Would you like an ale then?
Yes, I sure as hell would.
Does it get you an ale? Kind of sits there with
What are you
another one
drinking
sitting
there, Rufus?
I don't know. What do you call this?
I call it a stone driver.
Stone driver.
Okay.
The thickness of it, the chunkiness. I thought it was a
It
fitting
feels like a stone is driving right on
You
down
may not
through
want to
my
describe
insides.
it as thick and chunky to the patrons. Could Rufus, do you mind? Can I try one?
Yeah.
Whoever
Help
wants to
help us out with the
It
creative
kind of
one.
drips very, and you're done with your scent by this time. Kind of drips very slightly. At points you see almost like a clumpiness. But the thing you notice about it, there's no ice. And as these hit the glasses, it's cold. It has a coldness to it right away, chill. As Elsie just kind of poured it in there and kind of smells as he does it. If you all want to try it, any Constitution saving throws from everyone.
It's not that weird to me.
Cheers.
You guys are on your own.
You're not doing it.
I'm not trying the weird stuff.
11.
11 seeds.
17.
15.
Okay. So, Kari, you drink it?
Yep.
You're fine. You immediately get to taste for another one though. There's like an immediate addiction to it. Kind of like having a spicy chip. And when you eat it and you're like, oh god, it's so spicy, but you immediately want to eat
You
another
have to
one.
have another one.
This is the sensation you get from this drink. Something in it just wants you to have another one. Leah and Oriana, you immediately feel this flush. Your skin gets this rose color. You just feel extremely hot. As you sit there for a second, you sweat, but no nausea, but now you're like fiending really badly for another one. There's this thing where I gotta have one. As you guys kind of reach for it just to pour another one, you have another one. Immediate, just
yeah.
very strong addiction to this.
Shall we?
Make sure you upsell them.
And you watch as Halcyon kind of sits an ale in front of each one of them
You might want to dilute that with
and pours you each another one.
All right. Before I take the shot, since I was okay, can I do a quick workload check on
Mm-hmm. You guys drink another one?
Yeah.
This time you have advantage on your Constitution saving throw. So give me another throw.
it? I probably don't know a thing. That's a 7.
You just find a strange how it's cold and it wasn't in the container.
And my
Uh,
constitution
23.
21.
20.
You have advantage on it, so you go through fine.
Someone's gonna be sick.
5.
23.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Your room is ready.
For you, for the three of you, the second time through, more of a pleasant,
Now it's getting smooth.
very just sitting there. You immediately reach across the bar to grab that and start one pour yourself this addiction. So yeah, give me another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you're
An
falling into
advantage.
it.
Oh no.
Advantage? 12, 14.
The heat subsides a little bit, but as you guys also there for about another 15 or 20 minutes, you can't help but just want to stare at it as you just really, really want some of this stuff. You can feel your willpower saying no, and you guys are kind of like, it's good. You know, if we do this Midgard thing, you know, we gotta take a badges with us. You, at this point, feel like you have to take it with you to go to Midgard. You, wherever you're gonna be going right now, you need it. So yeah, you're sitting there kind of sweating it out a little bit. You guys enjoying it, but you can even watch Leah. She just like, just sitting there just focusing on this as Halcyon kind of says, okay, I'm gonna move this as he kind of puts it down underneath there and you're kind of,
Halcyon,
don't take it too far.
can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Maybe when you mix a batch, put it in smaller bottles that the patrons see, so you don't run into grabby hands.
It's a very satisfying drink.
Yes, it is, but
It just keeps you craving more.
yeah, I noticed.
So another 15 minutes goes by, he pours you another glass. This time you drink it, and it just makes you feel a little bit normal to where you don't think about it for a little while after that. But you need another one just to top it off. So you guys are sitting there.
Alright, so now that we're lubed, Kari,
Yes,
you made a mention of wanting to go back.
yes, we need to either.
I agree, but we definitely shouldn't just go back just ourselves. So maybe in the morning, me and you go down to the docks and we'll see what kind of connection I still have down there and see if we can get some of the boats to go with us.
Alright, I'm gonna take a look around. Are there any people that I would recognize as captains off the dock immediately?
In the tavern right now?
Yeah.
Mainly ship hands. You do recognize the gentleman in the back that you've seen on the dock by. He has a smaller ship than what you guys currently have. More of a longboat, but not necessarily a war type ship.
But mostly ship hands?
That's what you mean.
Alright. Maybe buy a round from the bar.
Absolutely. You playing still?
No.
You're still.
She's
I
done.
did my
She's done.
set, and that's
Okay.
when I started drinking with you
You guys
guys.
should give him a sample of the new drink,
Yeah, so I'll let Halcyon kind of just make his little announcement.
and then maybe they'll follow us.
But I'll
wherever
back
we
the,
go with the
free drinks.
bottles.
Proprietor Rufus has decided to buy the rest of the patrons a round. May I suggest my new drink? I think you'd all enjoy it. As you kind of see them all,
For the first time at the R&R, this is the Stone Driver. Everybody.
and you see they kind of fuck up. Half of them are already really lubed. So
You say so.
the roughly 20 people that are in there, all men for the most part. You might see 2 women out of it, that you guys kind of recognize as more working girls that kind of frequent here. All take it down. Half of them drop to your knees instantly. Kind of stand there because you're already lubed, and you see the ones that aren't. They drink it and they immediately put their glasses on their Rufus. What do you say, old buddy? Can you get us one more round? One more? I'm kind of tapped for today, but you know, I can help you out. Just one of the random ship guys.
One guy who's not falling
And they're
down.
all kind of, no, half of them are all kind of like stand behind and yell, Rufus, one more for us. Hey, we'll work it off any way we can. Just
Oh, you definitely will.
they all take another one. Yes, and you can see as they all kind of, the ones that are down kind of try to sit in the bar, some just fall sitting on the floor.
Halcyon, show
The
them
rest
the
of them
room.
are just feeding.
Also on the house.
Okay, sir.
Room and board. Coming up.
Free, sir?
Breakfast in the morning.
And then
We're going to have a meeting.
Free.
Yeah, just drink up.
And you see
Shake
it
on
takes
it.
him a good hour. Slowly but surely trying to get these guys. You got mixers, human,
I'll
dwarves. You kind of help get them to rooms. And even because you could take 2 of these dwarves at a time. You're moving, they're all going, can you sneak a little more of that stuff to us?
We'll discuss it in the morning. You need some rest. Trust me.
I'm sweating. real
You'll
bad.
sleep good.
And you get them all to their rooms. You see all this going on? You're holding off this hunger for it. But while no one's looking, you take and you pour some in there as you're kind of get people to rooms. Now I need a check at disadvantage. And this time I need a wisdom saving throw.
so you throw 2.
No, just, oh, that's right.
Disadvantage, take the lower.
12, 15.
Yeah, you take that last one and you know you just found a new best friend. And you immediately want this. There's just a craving for it. You're able to keep it somewhat under wraps. But yeah, there's something about this stuff. You don't know what, but it just pulls you in. So, you guys get right to the rooms.
Better get that ready.
Does everybody crash for tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, so Helsing takes care of locking up, all that. You guys rest.
But me.
You, Oriana, have some restless, some aches as you sleep. In your mind, you kind of put it to your body's still bruised up and that, but it just feels a little different, a little sweats. You toss and turn most of the night, kind of achy. You get some sleep, but you're just kind of, sometimes you get this little chill feeling, and then you all get up the next morning. You immediately head to the bar.
Commercials on.
Immediately head to the bar. You guys come down a little after Leah is already there, and you can see she's sitting there eating. But when you're eating, this time it's not a little glass. This time you got another type glass.
Like a pint glass?
Not pint, not that big, but definitely bigger than a shot. That you're now just kind of, and you notice when you drink it, it just makes you feel kind of normal when you drink it. You're just like, okay, I'm good. And you're eating. The rest of you guys see Leah at the bar. Along with all the shipmen, some of them kind of fiending the same way, some not, some also just new coffee.
So maybe
Just saying.
first one back with their captain gets a bottle.
That's a good offer. Yeah, I was gonna say take us to your captains. Or
Have them all come
captain.
here.
Yeah, let's find out how many we've got, how many different captains. So we're gonna start the meeting. Everyone's got their coffee or their drink of choice.
Yeah, you guys, you see Helson kind of puts a table together, kind of puts a couple of longer tables together to make room for more people to sit. As you guys sit around, you got your ship guys kind of sitting there. Immediately we sit down too, you know this there kind of brings you back to days to a little bit of something. They're not the cleanest people in the world. The smell, the work smell, the smell from the ocean, just the handling of the fish and all that. They just,
So in other words, my kind of people.
they stink pretty bad. As we're all kind of sitting there, Halcyon make sure he has bread,
Good people.
meat,
Are you trying to
coffee
tell
for
us
those who
to
want it, whatever, everything is
I'm
ready
not
for you guys.
a mind to it. It's no big deal.
So, you got them all sitting there eating. Some of them slowly drinking that same drink that Leah's loving so much. You kind of look across the table, good half of them are just wanting that with their food.
Well, as some of you may or may not have heard by now, I'm sure most of you had, the events in Chult have left many without homes. We need to go back and save as many of these people as we can and bring them back. So we were kind of wondering if you guys could go talk to your captains and hopefully bring them back here to the R&R for a little sit down, much as we've already had. But if you can kind of go with where this is going, we need your help. You and your captains, and your boats.
And the
Mostly
plan,
your boats.
one of them kind of speaks, an older gentleman.
The plan is to get as many Chultians off of Chult as possible.
Bring it back.
Oh, and by the way, the W.A.S is not gonna like this at all.
No shit, Rufus is one that speaks up, dwarf, beard, kind of has it tied up here, longer down. I got a good life right now, Rufus. I mean, it's a suicide. I mean, where are we gonna bring him to?
You got a good life for how much longer?
This town is over half empty, and
So
you
you're
know
telling me
it.
we're gonna unload a bunch of what they're gonna call, you know what they're gonna call animals? Not my personal opinion, just the way it's looked
You
upon.
ever been to Chult?
They're good
Heard enough
people.
stories about it.
Yeah, well, I've been there, seen it with my own eyes. It looked no different than you or me. So what you call animals, I call ignorance.
Told you, not me personally. You know how the LOA is gonna look at it.
I know exactly how they're gonna look at it.
And we dump them just right on the docks. I mean, is there a plan to hide them somewhere, bring them in some way?
Why would we need to hide them?
First of all, where's the LOA right now in Waterdeep? They're not guarding my bar as they used to have to do for no good reason. They must be doing other things. They must be too busy. There must be things afoot. Yeah.
Captain, you know that Roof's captain is gonna want. This is a risk. Or have to see some kind of pay for it. Maybe not
Again,
us workers personally,
this
but
is
the
between
captain.
the captains and us. If you can bring them, there's a bottle in it for you.
Give me a persuasion with advantage because of the whole bottle thing.
Because the whole bottle. One more round.
To the ground. Oh, 2 17s. But that's plus 3 is a 20.
Fine. Tell you what, Rufus. I'll talk to my captain. And we'll see what we can do. When is this all supposed to start? What are we talking about?
ASAP. Next couple of days. Trying to get things together right now.
And isn't it first one back gets the bottle? Or is it whoever brings captain back gets the bottle?
Produce your captain, I'll produce a bottle.
And you see some of the ones.
I know most of you aren't even allowed to talk to your captain, so I'm only talking to some of you anyway.
You see the table, banter goes across the table. Dwarves speaking to each other, Dwarven. You guys understand? Anybody here understand Dwarvish?
Me.
Let's see anybody else?
Actually.
I speak dwarf.
Okay, good enough. As long as at least one of you do. You can hear words being thrown around back and forth. Suicide mission. We don't need another war. And then you hear talking the other side of it's honorable. A little bit of dwarvish feel too. But it's an honorable thing to do. And you know, what if it was us? So this banter is going back and forth. Commons are just yelling over each other. Once we common, you see them just kind of back and forth once in a while. So like you see almost violence going between two where they'll grab each other and kind of throw each other back and just arguing. This goes on for a good 15, 20 minutes. The Dwarven gentleman, the first one to die here. We've agreed. We'll talk to our captain. My clan is with me. As the dwarves kind of, we'll have an answer by evening.
Thank you.
As they enter the humans, kind of stand there still. What's the gold piece involved in this? What's reward? Come on, talk to us. A captain can go for just goodness of his heart. And you know this guy a little bit, and you kind of know his captain. You're kind of.
How much do you get paid, soldier?
First of all, I'm not a fucking soldier. I'm a
Sailor?
fisherman. I don't get involved in all that. And you know who does our captain.
It's just another sailing ship.
And you know a little bit about this guy. You all kind of seen this guy, kind of captain on the docks, always yelling at his people, but always bringing in the biggest catches. He's good on the ship. He's a good captain. But everything's about the gold. Everything's about the bottom line with this guy.
So this guy is a captain?
No, this gentleman is talking about his captain.
His captain.
Yes.
So we basically want to know like what we would offer to go tell him.
And if I go with some price, we can work it out.
About 500 gold, 100 from each of us.
I'm trying to think because this is
You
for
got
one
5,635
captain.
and I haven't
You got more captains that are going to want that same kind of deal.
Yeah,
That much.
if we pay one, then we have to pay all of them.
Okay, let's be realistic.
That's
Gold's a lot, right, in this game? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So we don't have to have them that much. Maybe like 250.
I was thinking 10,
10?
20.
See, my economy's all off on that, so I don't know. Let's offer 100 gold. That sounds like a nice round number.
It's a good round number.
100 gold.
20 from each
But
total.
he has to get everybody else.
Yeah.
Just for him. This is just for this guy.
Okay.
I mean, put it this way. I'm pretty sure like to stay at the R&R is like silver and copper pieces.
Yes.
and shit, like so. Gold goes a long way.
So yeah, we could probably even offer them 50.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
willing to offer up 100 for sure.
100 easily. And then he gets the rest of the people signed up.
The best rooms in a roll are
What I'm expecting is for one captain to hear
really?
about
Okay.
this,
each.
and then
this is
several
like a
captains to
month's
come back and
wages
want
for
to
him.
get this offer.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
100
hoping to
would be
do this
less.
offer a couple times over if the word gets out.
And
Yeah.
if I have that
So
much
100.
gold, then I'll just retire.
100 is fine.
5 or
Yes.
so, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So
Let's go to the
let's do
Bahamas.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
how many
Offering
piece
100.
for this guy? 100 gold? Alright.
Should we just produce it now so we can take it back to him?
Yeah. No.
Do I know this guy?
No,
I
don't
know
give it
this
to him
guy?
now.
Don't give it to him now.
Give it to him
All
when
right,
he
it's
comes
an
back.
offer.
When he comes back.
Bring him back.
I'll give him
And
a
she
gold.
kind of looks at you for a moment. Got joking. You don't have that kind of even pay. 100 gold? It's
I
quite
have
generous.
enough gold.
We'll make it happen. As he kind of, they all kind of help you kind of see when they leave the bar, the humans there kind of all talking about himself and kind of gesturing and all this, and then he kind of just excitedly
100 gold a boat?
walk away.
Yeah.
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 Excitedly walk away.
Because I'm willing to pay.
Yeah.
So,
And then maybe we can go after the prince while they go pick
is there anything anybody needs you to do during the day until we get to the meeting point?
Good with your sword from Rufus? Or do you want to go shopping?
Maybe
I'm good with that.
our boat is
Alright.
in
Yeah.
dock.
Mhm.
Maybe just start going making preparations.
Okay. So you start prepping about, spend most of the day doing that.
Yeah.
As you examine it, you also find
Maybe finding, like, I don't know, even just the simple common folk that are hanging around the docks and just kind of offering them small amounts of money, upwards of 10 gold, to come help prep the boat.
spend your day doing that. How long exactly, Trip?
I don't know,
Just
back to
one, just
We're
back
gonna try
to
and
it?
do it in one,
Yeah,
one shot.
I mean, yeah. Go there, come back.
yeah. You manage to actually hire just from the dock and just walking by and kind of just throwing it out there. You guys find 30 people that are willing to do this.
Okay.
30 like down and out vendors that carts aren't even producing any business because of what's happened. You find a working group that's willing to just do whatever they need to do at this point. Most of the vending carts now aren't even in operation on the main area of Waterdeep. And you pull all ages. You have some as young as 12 that give a good talk, some ship experience.
Good. As long as they can help, load a ballista.
All the way,
and,
all the way to like someone that's basically really, really old, like
Tied knot here
your
to there.
seniors. You got a nice mix, of everything that are willing to travel with you. You also notice as you're prepping this boat, you go down underneath into it. You find a set of carpenter tools and a large amount of wood to be able to fix things that's already down there. So Heisa did have backup with that kind of thing. You also notice what Gilbert was talking about as you go down there, and on the floor is just like this burnt etching of a large K with a DS in it on the bottom.
No, I don't know how much time we have or how fortified this boat is, but is there anything that might need to be done?
Cannons.
Well, I think that's all on there, right?
Mhm.
So it's basically just.
They're not
just
cannons,
basically
they're ballista, so
the
they shoot
giant
those
arrows.
giant arrows. Is what they shoot to
But I
giants.
still have two of the catapult style things.
Do we have enough arrows on board?
You search through it.
Yeah, do we gotta go purchase any of this stuff?
Right now, you're looking at there's about 30. Is what I stocked right now.
30?
of the large
I've
arrows.
got 6 and 6, so that's like that's a lot.
Right,
That's not
enough.
a lot. Yeah, I mean, where do you even buy those?
You would have to go to an armor, and then they would probably tell you the proper place to go. You're also on a dock where there might be guys that know how to make them or whatever maybe it is.
We got a bunch of ships coming with us too that also have their own.
Yeah, I don't know if they have their own.
Well-
They're not going to be regular warships, so maybe I should
Some of
spend my
them
time outfitting them with one or two.
If we sail in a group and we at least have a couple that are capable,
We're going to probably be the biggest ship, more or less, right?
that's my
It's going to
assumption.
be a
Well,
bunch
on
of,
the
like,
dock, you
fishing
already
ships
are.
and smaller ships.
Yeah, the only ships you've seen comparable to your size is actual LOA warships.
That's nice. So we could probably hide some of these ships even just behind us.
Most of what's sitting there are merchant ships, which are like long ships. They might be some are almost just the same size as yours, but they're not armed with weapons that you notice. You see a couple that have the catapults, but kind of just eyeing them. These aren't necessarily warships. Like I said, you equate that with the military and all that kind of thing, the LOA.
We could, if we cut it down to 3 and 3 on either side, we could outfit 6 more boats with one at the head of each.
Off of ours,
Some-
right?
off of
That's what I
ours.
was thinking. Because I'm willing to take off, basically one side because I'm planning on like straight on with one side. So we can take 6 basically and piecemeal them out.
Even if you 3 off of each side.
Yeah, and just even it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if we need to, I guess I could take an action and still just move in the boat.
Like I said, you have 30 of the large arrows there.
Yeah.
Your ship is ready to go. as far as for sale. It's good. You tend to it. You make sure.
So now it's just a matter of how many people are coming back.
Right.
Which the meeting was going to be back in the tavern.
Yeah.
So you guys worked throughout the day.
Yeah.
As you kind of walk back into the tavern, it's packed. Drinks are flowing. Mainly all dwarves and humans. Actually mingle amongst themselves. You find out that the humans were able to get 2 ships amongst themselves. Basic cargo ships. And the dwarves were able to get 3.
Okay. That's a little 5.
So you have a total of 5 ships besides yourself.
So then,
6.
yeah, we're gonna pay them the 100. So everyone just take off 100.
Okay.
Let's just do that. And then, basically, let's just take it this way. Whatever profits we were gonna call out, let's just leave that as the whatever we were giving them.
Okay.
We did a lot of freebies to do this, so that's fine. Business is still open. That's fine. Captains are all good then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see one of them showed up. The rest of them they kind of explained there's on the boat. When you're ready to take off,
How long does it
We're
take
ready
to
to go?
sail there? 3 days? I mean, I'd say we should head out tonight.
Yeah, it's time to
Sleep
go.
on the boat.
Yeah, that's fine.
you notice the one that you kind of heard of. He kind of approaches you. Very overly dressed for a captain.
Little flamboyant.
He's there. So obvious. So, since we're bringing back these Chultians, do you think I could maybe take a couple of them off your hands?
What do you mean?
Workers, they'll be fed, board, you know.
Fed, board, paid?
If they choose to.
And being paid is food and board on the ship.
I'm going to stand up.
I'm not asking for a lot. Maybe, you know,
If they choose
15
them,
to 20.
well,
You can offer them honest slaves, so paid work. These are honest people.
Fine. I'll handle it myself. So we set sail tonight.
Yeah.
Do we have a line? How we doing this? You know, more than likely, especially you of all Rufus people know that LOA is probably already working their way down there, so I'm not looking to get my ship sunk necessarily.
I'm sure they're sending reinforcements because the last thing I saw was them getting ripped to shreds.
So I take it your ship's
So
taking
I
the
think,
lead. You're the warship of the group.
you know it.
Fine.
Yeah.
We'll follow the line. She kind of walks out. Coliseum's kind of there. Whenever you guys are ready to take off.
Let's go.
It's probably about 7 in the evening.
We're ready.
Yeah.
You know,
Set sail.
So you guys go out to the docks.
the human that was just talking to us. What was his name?
Fisk. Captain Fisk.
Remember that we didn't ask the other name before they were asking us.
She's always got a list.
So you guys take the lead. As you're making your way to the docks, you do see Gilbert kind of heading back towards you. He's kind of looking around all these ships. You can see there's about 4 people behind him wheeling crates up it towards the W.A.S. He kind of stops. Should I ask?
No.
We'll be back before our week. Unfinished business, as it were.
Should
Chult.
But tell him. I'm thinking he can get it. He can guess.
we, he'll be amenable to helping.
Rufus, you remember during the Sunday?
Integrate them?
There was, you guys may not remember this, but you remember when the port was being attacked? There was a small, what we would call, tunnel about a mile upshore of Waterdeep. Old cave system. Leads to the underground of the city. Just a fond memory of mine. You know,
I do recall.
I don't
Where
think-
did that come out again?
underneath the city. In fact, I've traveled that tunnel many times. You should try it sometime, all of you.
Sounds enjoyable.
I got business to tend to, so I'm. Hope I see you back. Unless he kind of just moves past you with cards.
I'll think on that. I'll remember that part.
So you guys get on the ships.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sail out. Heading out, you are leading away. A small fleet, 5 ships behind you, follows. As you do sail, it's very rough waters at this point. The recent storms haven't completely subsided, so you do get these large waves crashing against the boat, causing at times a very severe rocking motion for most of the first 24
It's
hours.
only mandatory crew on the top deck.
And you
I'm not sure who that is, but
You've got a bunch of people, man, that are just basically. You got
you're
people.
my mandatory crew.
You got people in the basement now, kind of preloading ballistas. You just got to maintain that area.
Yeah.
You also have workers kind of manning the sail point and doing all that kind of stuff. Running fairly smooth. Like I said, the water's just very rough. By dawn, the sun starts to break through. Water calms, but the wind is very damp. But it's pushing all the ships in a very good motion. Now, as you're sailing out in the distance, you can make out 2 ships. Just from my vantage point, heading south away from you.
I'm gonna leap off into the air and turn into a seagull.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want to go have
Chose that?
I did. I want to look conspicuous and go take a flight around to check out the ships.
I'm actually gonna send Headwing with her and watch.
Okay. So Headwing, you guys kind of moving it. Seagull, you kind of slow your pace a little bit for now, so you keep up together. Yeah. As soon as you fly over it, you can see it to your eye. On the sails, the marking of the LOA. You notice there are 2 smaller ships. Not their main warship that you're sending out. Still good size, but not the main warship. From as you're flying, you gather these ships were probably sent out of the fleet of Daggerford, which is farther south, heading down south into Chult.
How far out did you say they were?
Yeah.
They're a good half mile ahead.
And as a captain, knowing how positioning of boats work, are they in, aggressive position?
No, so
or-
right now they're sailing both.
Keep
Sailing out.
it that way.
You also kind of know that's pretty much close to right out of Daggerford.
Right.
So they're still heading south in that direction.
Do they?
Well, if we can see
I
them, they
know-
can probably see us already.
Right.
They might just think we're immersion.
But we're gonna keep our distance.
Yeah. I'm gonna poop on the captain and fly back.
Okay. So, as you kind of fly by one of the captains, you notice right off the bat as you fly over him, he's wearing this very wide brimmed hat. You see one red feather in his hat. That's heading the ship.
Exactly what a seagull would do.
Is he wearing blue robes? A blue tabard of any kind? Blue cape? Blue.
This gentleman seems to have a little bit of a style. In fact, you kind of chuckle to yourself as you're doing it because you feel like it's shitting on Ruford in a way. Rufus. Very dressed, very similar. Very similar.
Blending.
Almost his own thing. Almost his own thing as he's heading this ship. Yeah, you kind of chuckle because it'd be like pooping on Rufus. Very similar hat,
Okay.
except a distinctive one red feather.
Rutherford over
Alright.
here.
That is out of it.
I'm gonna poop on him and fly back.
Okay.
And when I get back to the ship, I'll land on Rufus.
And you saw that too. Dal saw it. Mind
man.
you, Rufus.
One of the captains
Just cracking it.
was dressed very, very much like you, but his hat had a red feather. Is that ringing any bells?
Actually, that does.
Why?
I do believe I know this individual.
Is this bad?
No. He wasn't a captain when I knew him.
Oh shit.
No. Actually, you met this person about 13 years old when he joined the LOA. Orphan.
Yeah.
you took a liking to him. You kind of being not having family of your own, and him also being orphaned and not having any family. You bonded. You noticed he was. You got to a point where you made sure any missions you were on, you brought him with you. You also knew he took a fascination to the guns. Kind of had a natural eye for it like you did. He kind of was adept to the guns. Do you need a minute? It's all right, you
I
know.
love that sequel, huh?
Oh, wait, that's okay. Oh, gosh.
Just gotta.
She might have preventable on this.
I'll have to watch it in post.
Alright. Very good.
All right.
Did you watch yourself there, girl?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay.
So like I was saying, you knew this kid about 12, 13,
That was funny though.
had a natural take for guns.
This kid that I know, he has a name.
Domino.
Dom.
Yep, Domino Wolf.
Domino.
Yes.
Okay.
Or not. Domino's the
Dom.
But took a liking. You also created a balance, this kid. As you were leaving, he was moving his way up in the ranks when you decided to retire. Kind of lost contact with him. The last thing you did, though, is give him one of your original creations of a pistol. Kind of thing. Just because he just had that natural thing to it like you did. You haven't seen him in probably over roughly about 15 years. When you left, he's about 20, 21, so he's like late 30s now. About the age he's sitting. So yes. So you don't know what rank he is. Not sure where he's, but you know right away this is that Chult. And actually it was one of the few
And they're on a
people-
smaller boat.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
yeah. It looks like this is more of a. The best way I can describe it is, it feels more like a patrol or
It's not the size of the boat, it's the motion.
something that you're sending out as more surveillance. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Which kind of gives you a good feeling
Yeah.
because you feel like you're not really out for destruction.
Well,
Right
short of probably sailing a ridiculous route to get to Chult, this is probably the way most people go. So they're just sitting there, kind of seeing what
So-
goes by.
We're gonna follow behind.
Yeah, you follow behind them. God, it takes you. You're only like first 24 hours in, so you're following these ships. And yeah, you notice you get the feeling you kind of know you're there.
Going about the same clip that we are.
Same thing.
Alright.
After following for the next 24 hours, you know they're basically that's where they're going.
Okay.
Third day, as you get closer into it, you can see now where one of the ships kind of turns to the side. It's kind of holding
Holding ground.
this way here as the other ship continues on towards the coast of Chult. What you guys want to do?
Oh, how far ahead is that?
You've been keeping about the same kind of distance. Right now, about a quarter of a mile away from.
It's gonna take us how long to get to that boat that probably stopped and turned?
And it's traveling 4 miles an hour. Say 20 minutes.
Okay,
25 minutes.
we got 20 minutes to figure this out. Yeah,
You got the
an
5
impressive
ships
stance.
behind you, kind of
And
keeping up.
they're going further in, so they're kind of like making like
One of them is sitting
they're
out
making
there.
a net. They want it to be like hard to get out as
How
well
close
to
are
get
we to
in.
Chult at this point?
Oh, you can.
As the bird
You can
flies?
from where
Two
you're
days
at.
out.
No, you're on your third day now.
Oh, we're on our
You're getting in. In a distance from where you guys are, you can even see the high black wall of Obsidian way in distance. Yeah.
If,
So you're getting close.
if I were to take off in giant eagle form, could I outfly the second ship? Could I outpace the second ship?
Trying to get to land.
Yeah.
It's
You could.
You going with anybody else?
I was gonna go and just get everybody
gather.
hidden and gathered.
You don't want to take anybody with you to help
I
do
can
that?
go with you. You wanna go with? You wanna ride?
Oh, sure.
You're full size, remember?
Yeah, that's okay.
Giant eagle.
Okay.
I'll send,
they won't
I'll
see the
send-
regular sized
I'll send
person
Hedwig
on
along
top
with
of
them
the
too.
giant eagle.
Okay, so Hedwig goes. Are you going to be looking?
Yeah, I'll take
Okay, so you're going to be basically
No.
a
Or I
statue.
can stay.
But
No, you go.
that.
You go. Gather them, get them ready to get on boats. So when we get there, it's like
Alright.
it's
Go time.
evacuation time.
yeah, it's go time.
Alright.
So you take off first.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a stealth check.
Yeah. Not that one. Stealth. Dexterity. Thank you. I do not have my giant eagle stats here. Do I have to do that too? Or just...
Yeah.
Card?
We should definitely stealth check with her.
Yes, please.
And get that nat 20.
Pretty please. Come here. Here you are. 12.
Oh,
Oh my god. Don't. Six.
I like how she
I'm a big ass bird.
so.
So that didn't go that well.
Remember, it's contested throws though.
I know.
So.
Okay.
So you watch as you guys fly over. You get yourself high enough to where you're able to. You look down on this one ship. As you kind of look, not the same captain you pooped on.
So he's on the other ship then.
Not the same guy.
Alright.
Meaning he's on the one that did the stop turn?
No, the one that did the stop turn
Is not the same guy.
is not the same guy. The one that's continuing on.
Was further to go.
Yeah.
So
The
you
full set.
you fly over,
Uh-huh.
making it towards the coast. We're going to cut what you see there for a moment. You guys continue to move towards the ship. You make it up to it where it's blocked to the side. You see a gentleman, blonde, kind of a mustache comes down here longer, human, shipped, definitely has soldiers on it, along with the regular crew. You kind of pull up, he kind of looks, sees you. Rufus, how'd you acquire this? Used to be some black girl that had this ship.
That's official business.
Oh, I mean, I've heard rumors. There might be rumors that you've been doing some work for the LOA, but at this point, I need to ask what your business is. We're having a little bit of a situation in Chult, and so we're kind of screening what's happening.
Well, I heard there's a lot of dead LOA that need to be properly buried back home. We're here to pick them up.
And these ships traveling with you.
I heard there was a lot of dead LOA.
He goes, Rufus, don't be smart. As you see, they have the same kind of weapons, just smaller ship. They have the two flame things. Just asking a question, doing my job as an ex-soldier guy. Notice I use the word ex. You should know the proper way to talk to another soldier. Now, I'm more than willing to let you pass. Just, let's work on our manners. And yeah, you get those dead soldiers, and if you get a chance, I'd take out some of those animals down there, if you know what I'm talking about, doing what they do to our soldiers. As he kind of...
You see what I'm equipped with here? Wink.
And he kind of turns the boat ever so slightly, allowing you guys just to kind of ship pass through. So you guys fly over. You see the coastline now, riddled with fire. Different fires are coming up. You can see the docks. To get on the docks, being blocked by a line of LOA soldiers along there. You can see basically what you would call kind of a riot. The Chultans are trying to get off this while the LOA is holding them there. You swear you can hear that horn of Conga's voice. As you look down, you can see the center of all this, him trying to calm the situation. You see that the captain that you moved on is still on his ship. Hasn't left it, kind of just standing, watching, not doing anything at the moment.
Well, Conga knows that I can shape change, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna just scream out in eagle form 3 times to try and get his attention. I can see a mile in either direction. Can I see a different place that our ships could pull up?
Not a safe docking point. Most of this shore is very rocky. This docks appear to be the only way in and out of this port, just by looking at how this coastline sits. It's not a safe coastline to be able to pull up anywhere.
How many Chultans are left?
From your vantage point, all smushed together, you can make out at least a couple hundred. You also see in your vantage point, kind of sailing, looking down that way, you see pieces of wood There appear to be maybe pieces of rowboats and that are just floating on the water, busted apart. You can make out bodies at different points that are floating on top of this water.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems kind of a free-for-all at this moment, although the guards do seem to be holding the line. You don't see them trying to push past it or anything at this point.
I'm gonna do a tight circle, and then I wanna kind of go into the city a little bit to see if I can get the group to follow. See if Wakanga even noticed that it was me.
You fly past it, but there's such intensity happening in this moment
Right.
that these Chultans aren't wanting to look backwards.
Right.
They're wanting to look forward to get off this island.
So
You guys are sailing up right now.
no. Does Wakanga know who Headwing is?
Yeah, you see them?
So I'm actually Headwing's gonna fly to him and land on his shoulder.
Okay. So he kind of lands there. Flies down, lands on him. You see Wakanga, because you're seeing him like way up close now too. It's like, whoa, face right in the camera, real
Yeah.
close.
High def.
Whoa, yes. So, Helby. And he kind of looks out the shore. You guys might not be saying totally about his vantage point, but you know that he is looking right at your ships.
That he notices.
Kind of looking, and he kind of hears those when he kind of looks up. You see him kind of smile a little bit, but he still is focused on talking through that horn and keeping everything calm,
Right.
even now more than ever.
Right.
From your vantage point too, you can see all the LOA guards, crossbows aimed at all of them, ready to go.
So now maybe we should fly back.
And you can also see that boat sitting there on the docks, gentleman standing there.
Alright, I'm
First
gonna
mate next to him.
Headwing's gonna take back off and get back in the sky.
Okay, is he coming back to the boat?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone makes it back there. You guys now, as you're flying, your ship pulls into your dock. As the other ones kind of sit a little bit farther back, as you guys kind of get more in there, you get right next to that LOA ship sitting there. And as you guys are pulling out, you watch, for some reason, as a Chult something just gets thrown, rocks that appears, and the LOA guards release the first line across these. As you watch these Chultans just fall.
And I'm seeing this.
Yes, and you hear right away from this gentleman, "Simmer down!" as he screams this through this large horn. He takes a pistol out of his hand and fires it right up in the air. So you guys see his pistol get fired. This will not turn into a genocide. Not under my watch, as he's talking through this horn. Violent, well, he'll be sending a message on our next orders. But at this point, no killing. Understand me? Just don't let them off the island. As he kind of spins his gun a little bit, puts it back into his thing. Just kind of stands there and watch, and you immediately know for sure now who this gentleman is. So he kind of just stands there, and you're right next to him. What do you want to do?
What
do
if
you
we're
want to
right next to him on our boat on
Yep,
the
you
dock?
pull a boat. He's like right here. You guys are kind of like right here. You're keeping enough out just to bring people into shallow water and get them on
These
there.
big boats, that's still like what 30 feet
Yep.
across to the.
Oh yeah, you're like way.
So I like
Oh, man.
shout out to him. Yo, Dom!
You see, kind of saying he looks. Over he goes.
I live my
I
life.
don't recognize that red feather anywhere.
I live my life 10 seconds at a time.
Rufus. As you see, he kind of speaks to his mate, standing there, first mate.
In the red in the flesh.
Puts that plank onto the dock, walks onto the dock, starts walking across
I'll do
the
the
way to
same.
your
I'll
ship.
walk down to meet him at the dock and do a nice little.
Boom. He goes, "Mel, what are you doing?" And he kind of looks up at all you guys on the boat. You know, I didn't think it was true. They said Rufus has some group of misfits together doing some kind of like
Can I like
covert things for the LOA.
sneak off the backside of the boat while
Yeah.
everybody else
Well,
is
I'm having a nice
talking?
conversation.
Yep. And
Give me your stealth.
I want to swim over to their boat.
Give me stealth with advantage. I mean, you got a first mate on the boat, but he's paying attention to the crowd.
It's stealth, right?
Yep.
21.
Yeah, you make it to the boat. And you can see kind of where, kind of grab onto a rope, kind of pull yourself up into it. So you are on the boat,
Yeah.
on the very far back end of the boat. As far as you look around, you can see like shipment workers, but non-armored, kind of making their way on the lower levels.
Can I
The
just go
first mate-
find basically the steering wheel? The
The
big
helm.
the big
The
round.
helm's more in the back, so you're basically at the helm of it.
Okay.
So you're there. So let's go back to this real quick. You're there. You kind of notice it too. He's up on that boat. You're like, okay.
Here we go. Silver tongue timer.
I didn't believe the rumor. So you must have brought the orders from Violent. Is that why you're down here to give me the next orders?
Well, it has been some years, as you can tell.
Kind of jealous. Nice.
Yeah, the orders from Violent. Yes.
You have those? You kidding?
No. But Violent, yes.
What are you here for? Rufus.
Keep pulsing.
It's your backup. They sent you as backup.
No, Tom. I'm not here for backup. Listen, proud of you. Looks like you've come a long way. I don't know how much you know about the organization you work for, but
Rufus, I mean, not everything they do is right.
it's full of
but
holes. Why do you think I retired way early? Way early. I could still be running that shit. Somehow I still got a boat, but then I'd still be working for them. Now I got my own place.
So what are you here for?
I'm here to save these Chultians.
Rufus, I can't let you take them from your island. That's my head. I got a wife, I got a daughter, man. If I can't, what am I supposed to just turn my back as you just take them?
What are we supposed to do, turn our back on these people? Or do you think they're animals as well? I know you better.
You know I don't think that way, Rufus.
I know where you got that feather. I know what it means. You can't sit here and tell me.
Rufus, even if I let you and your people go, and these people go, that ship up there ain't gonna let you. He is not gonna let you. It's gonna be a battle, or they're gonna drag you into Daggerford, and slaughter not just these Chultans, but all of you.
It's like the good old days. What choice do I have? I'm doing this.
Roll me up. Persuasion.
No intimidation.
Unless you want to scare him.
I'm good. 20.
Oh, Rufus, my man. This is gonna have to look like. It's gonna have to look like you did something, so my men still follow me. You know what that means?
I can
Even
still
a good
hear
fleshman.
you.
I definitely know what it means. Ready? Aim! Fire!
What are you doing?
Launching on that fool. It's gotta look real.
On this boat?
Fuck yeah, on this boat.
I'm on the boat.
You're on the boat.
Well,
Jump off.
Yeah.
You're on the boat.
you're a rogue and you know what's coming. So
Alright.
What do you want to do on the boat right before that happens?
I just wanted to put a trap lock on the.
they're not
the,
all gonna hit
the
the
steering
boat
wheel.
necessarily.
Okay, so you just give me a dex check.
We are at close range.
I don't believe sleight of hands would be supposed to be dex, but you'd be proficient.
Okay.
So you get a proficiency die with it. You just want to lock that wheel, so it's useless. Okay.
It's time to introduce some more chaos.
No. Yeah, big bird's about to
They
land.
said a dex check.
Yeah.
So you add your dex mod to it?
7.
+5. Really?
7?
8 actually.
Did you roll your proficiency die
Yeah.
with it?
I had a 2, a 1, and a 5.
A 1 on what? 20?
Not on the 20.
On the proficiency.
On the luckily on the proficiency.
Okay, so you're doing a really, really good job on it as you're doing this. You're kind of watching Rufus says, I got time. When all of a sudden, as you're just finishing it, you hear ready, aim, fire as you look over and you see these huge ballistics just start firing at the ship. Give me an attack roll.
Ballistics. +6 to hit. Okay. 15.
15. So this line of them come at you, and you're going, and you immediately respond. You just jump over your side of the boat into the water, and you hear nothing. Just like one, kind, it completely just misses as you fire this. As he kind of turns around, looks, and goes, "Okay, Rufus, can we maybe talk this through a little more? I mean,
Well, now your men have witnessed me firing on your ship. It's real, isn't it? Do you need me to hit you? Do you need me to hit you?
I need
We should give him a matching eye.
all of you, except you two, not you,
Me.
to give me a dexterity saving throw." Oh, and I threw it for the rest of the people on the ship.
16.
Okay. So, yeah. All at once, you hear it's ready in front of you, look, and you watch as these things miss the boat. You're standing, you go, what the hell's going on? Then you look out to shore as all the LOA guards now have turned, heard everything on fire, and all fired bolts towards the ship, your ship. You take,
The ship does? Or we do?
Her.
or just from random flights, the ship ain't gonna take enough, yeah. You take 7 points of damage as these bolts are just flying over.
Stayed on the
The ship, they just kind of ting off them, they don't do any damage. But you also watch around you as you get hit. 5 of the crew members that are just like the people working the ship, dead.
Oh,
Go down from these bolts.
that's not good.
Fall. There's dead. And he looks, what have you started, man?
Something that had already begun.
Your large eagle is going to land between
This isn't the
the
beginning.
Chultons,
This isn't the
and-
end, this is the middle.
the turned backs of the other
Yes.
LOA. I'm gonna land and shake so she can slide down my back and get to Wakanga. And I'm gonna just screech as loud as I can.
Okay, give me intimidation roll.
Gladly. What is intimidation? Hold on, I got it.
It's under charisma.
Charisma. So charisma is still me. So me is shit +1. It's a 9.
Okay.
Sorry,
So,
it's just a 9.
you screech. As
Wait,
now,
that's-
the guards, half of them kind of want to stay pointing on that. As the other one all turn towards you. Cross bolts ready to go.
Okay.
As you and him are standing there, I can call this off. This is. And he kind of stands, he goes, simmer down! Again, as the guard's still locked. And he screams it again as the guards effectively fire at you.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'll just tell everyone to start when he
Yeah, we're right on the docks, right? So we
Yeah.
got our little thing out.
Like,
Shit, man. I've got other people on the boat
Take
still.
45
Not all
points of
dead.
damage.
oh, so
I want to call out to some of the other crew on the boat.
Was a crit.
Maybe throw some
all the
rope
guards.
over
That's
the sides and just like every which way you can get on the boat, because everyone's trying to come on one little
Alright,
plank
so
little
how much?
walkway.
How many?
45.
see, that's
You're just gonna be.
You watch as he's all fired onto Kari, and she immediately baffs back into her normal shape. As these crossbows have just filled into her. You're standing there behind her now. You're totally visible.
Well, now you're floating there.
She
She was
went,
off.
went running.
She was off her back already. She got off to go get Wakanga. So now Wakanga, you're making it to him, and there's nothing now but complete chaos. The LOA guards are frantic as they start trying to load their crossbows as quick as they can as these Chultons are just pouring towards them. I want you guys to roll me. Each one of you just roll me a 20.
18.
10.
10.
12.
So, you guys are all standing there, and you and the captain, your buddy there on the dock, kind of watching as these LOA guards are hurrying, trying to load their weapons. These Chultons just pounce over them, just pushing through them as LOA guards are going down. Pushing through,
They just get trampled.
some of them running into the water, some of them run along the dock towards you as they're just pushing towards you. As you two are standing there watching, it's just a flood of people coming
Where's the
towards
other
you.
boats we brought?
They're about 30 feet behind your boat, so they're all
Are
kind
they
of in line. up.
docked?
No.
Just, but the water, shallow up to that point.
Okay.
You see him just starting to jump in the water.
Go for it!
Try to
There-
usher
in fact, I need
people as many as I
you-
can.
To give me a dexterity saving throw.
Is there anything you can send up to distract by chance?
I
Dazzle.
don't
I
imagine. I have
23.
nothing that I
Okay,
can do except
they push
for
past you.
shots
You
and
manage to not be
stuff.
pushed off the dock as they're doing it. As you watch Dombo just tumble into the water. He gets knocked off into the water.
I have
You
my-
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Got it. I'm afraid of all of my dice.
Because you are not in regular shape. 4, 5. 5. Okay, so as you kind of pop right in the shade, you're seeing all this chaos that's going on, all these trolls, not harmfully trying to, but just pushing as you kind of get trampled on. You take another 10 points of damage. You, on your dexterity saving throw from you.
Because I'll start wiggling my thumbs.
I have minor illusion.
They can know it.
Then Wakanda has to make one.
Okay.
It's
What
only
am I doing?
minor.
I'm sorry.
Dexterity saving throw.
We need a major.
It's 22.
Okay.
I'm thinking a hand in the air.
You take 5 points of damage, but aren't trampled on prone. Wakanda,
Be a sound.
Oriana, as you're standing
Creature
there,
or sound.
just talking to him,
Scene.
the flood of people, you watch as Wakanda just gets trampled on. Just down as they just push past him. You're kind of trying to hold him up as you kind of get knocked around. Oriana, you're up. Gar, you're prone.
Yes.
Run with the people.
You're not
to the
prone.
boats.
Can I want to attempt to help Dom.
Okay.
I want to actually extend my musket, my longest gun,
Okay.
almost on purpose.
Yeah.
Here's my big ass gun. Grab on.
He kind of grabs onto it. You pull him onto Doc. He's dealing. It's going to be.
Get that.
You got 10 minutes to get out of here, and otherwise it's to be between me and you. As he kind of stands up, walks past you, keeps his back to you. We're friends, but I can't do this. He uses his back turn as all these people now are rushing towards the ships.
I
So
remember now. I'm going back.
you're
The water.
in the water. You kind of see this. People just stammering. People start climbing on your boat.
Can I swim towards one of the boats further out? That's what we do. And try to get climb up there a little.
Okay.
Can you aim for Fisk's boat?
Isn't that the bad guy?
Yes.
Fiskus, no, he's one of your. He's
Yeah,
someone you
Fisk.
brought. He's just
Okay.
not a nice guy.
Okay, gotcha. Sure, then I'm going for.
You see Chult starting to jump in the water, swim on, trying to climb on the ship. Leo, you're up there helping him
I'm just
out.
gonna tell him to pull the
you
boats in. Pull the boats
Bruised up,
in.
make it to the ship, trying to guide people on it.
All right.
Same with you. As you're still looking for Wakanda, as a crowd, he's just stompled.
He's
You can
just down. Or
give me a medicine check.
His head looks like somebody crushed it.
13.
13. As you examine him, he's so far gone, and as you're kind of looking at him, you look at these guards that aren't trampled now. Some are starting to stand up, trying to grab their weapons as they're looking at you, and he just kind of looks, barely just, go. No.
So I run away.
So you make your way down the dock too, as these guards are trying to get your weapons loaded. The Chults took a majority of them out, so you're getting people on the ship. Who's on? What are you doing? You get on the ship?
I'm on the ship, getting on the ship.
You watch as Dom still stands there. He hesitates to get on the ship. Kind of just waiting.
Just give him his
Waiting.
10 minutes.
Waits a good 10 minutes as you get people on there. You manage to get people on all 5 ships. You look at as you're counting, he's kind of putting these people through. You manage to get about 175 people, 180 people that you're putting on these boats. And you guys can sail away. But we will do that next session. Cut screen here, guys. And we will see you next time. If you like it, like, share, and comment. See
And
you soon.
subscribe!
And subscribe.
Wait till you see this boat cut.
Yes. Thanks, everybody.